First of all, everybody, welcome to the Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. We're joined by Dave Anthony, host of the Dollop podcast. We've got 675 people watching. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got 200 and some likes. Let's get the likes up to 600. We're talking about right now the election, of course, still hung in the balance. New York Times says Biden has 253. The Fox News poll is giving Biden more electoral votes. Which is I'm going to bring that one up, which is interesting. It's like we are just live in bizarro land.
We really do.
I mean, the fact that, I mean, if is really Fox being more genuine? I mean, I have a hard time. Yeah.
Well, you also have to think about the capitalism aspect of this, which is the news wants people to hang around for longer. Well, Fox News isn't going to lose viewers because they gave more to Biden, but CNN and MSNBC will have people drop out once the race is called or as it gets closer. Those people will. So capitalistic news wants to keep the viewers engaged. So they're going to call it.
That's an excellent point, because you're right, and there is nothing that the Fox viewer would love more than wait a minute, Michigan and Wisconsin, new ballot count suddenly go in Trump's favor. Like, they would love that. That would make for great ratings. But this is the Fox News right now. They are giving Michigan. They gave Michigan to Biden. They gave Wisconsin to Biden. They gave Arizona to Biden, and Nevada, they're not giving yet. It's too close to call. Pennsylvania right now, Trump has the lead. North Carolina, Trump has the lead. Georgia, Trump has a very, very thin lead, and that's the one they're counting. So that's the wild card right there. If somehow these new votes coming in Fulton County that are being counted, it's so funny, like, and when they dispute it, I'll give credit, like I believe that the registrar, the Secretary of State of Pennsylvania is like, no, this is the process. The reason it's taking long is because we're doing it right. Which is, and as you were saying earlier, we are lefties like us are put in the position of defending Joe Biden. Like, it's like, wow, this is how crazy Trump is like, no, you count all the votes. And even Mitch McConnell and Ted Cruz said this today. They said, you count all the votes. Even those guys said it. So it's like, it's such a that's a blatant cheater thing of don't count everything. And then even some of these Trump pundits just say crazy bullshit. Like, what, they've sent out over 1 million ballots and not all of them have been, where are those? And it's like, I'll tell you where they are. One of them's in my trash because I got sent. I got sent two, because that's why. Like, yeah. I moved. They sent it to the wrong address. I was waiting for one in the mail, and I was panicked. I wasn't going to get it in time, so I went online. In the state of California, you can print one up. You fill out this form. You can email it to them. Then you have to fill out another form and sign it, which acts as the signature on the outside of the envelope. But I went through this whole process, and so I could put that in the mail. And the woman was like, as long as it's postmarked by November 3rd, it'll be counted. So I postmarked it on Saturday. It went out priority mail. And then Monday, I got a ballot, the original one they were supposed to send me in the mail. So there's a bunch of those like that. Then there's also people who just get a vote by mail and then go, oh shit, there's a short line. I'm going to just go to my polling place. I've done that in the past too, because I've always been a vote by mail guy because I'm always on the road.
If anybody says to me, oh, a ballot came to my house, it was for someone who used to live here. Okay. So tell you what. So when everyone turns 18, everyone gets a voter card, and you always have that card with you and you can vote with it. Are we fucking done with your bullshit? Are we done with your bullshit?
I know.
Why don't you make it easy to vote or shut the fuck up? Those are the two choices. Make it easy to vote or shut the fuck up. That's it. There's nothing else going on.
There's country after country after country. When you're 18, you vote. That's it. You just walk in with your driver's license. Oh, and they write you down so you can't vote twice. And there you go. Like, that's it. That's We have this Byzantine system by design to create these ridiculous things. And as you said, now with this capitalist corporate media, they want this dragged out. This is great ratings because if the decision was made last night, we're done talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just talking about, okay, who won these seats and that thing and how do we move forward now?
I mean,
So
there's 300 million people right now sitting around watching Maricopa County. Like, what the fuck kind of a system is that? I mean, it's just insane. Number one, they shouldn't be allowed to announce anything until the state is called. And the governor whoever signs off and it goes, okay, that's it. Election's called. And then they call it and they go, oh, well, look, Arizona came in. It went, why are we watching? Why is all you do when you have counting happening publicly like this, like, oh, 20 more ballots came in, 1,000 more ballots came in. You're inviting chaos. That's all you're doing. There's nothing good that can come out of that scenario. You have people in a room. You have someone from the Democratic Party and someone from the Republican Party. You don't have a green. You don't have a libertarian because those people are fucking crazy. So you just have the two really good, honest, decent parties, and they sit in there they've never done any corruption, and they sit in there and they watch the votes counted to make sure everything is on the up and up. And then they sign off on it. That's it. And then at the end of the day, they go, okay, so California went to Biden because we finished counting, and that's it.
And America has such an insane system, but Americans say it's awful and then still defend it. Like, that's the thing that's so puzzling to me is like, why are these two parties controlling the election process? No one should do that. It's like
corporations.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. And Americans like you listen to people in other countries, they're like, wait, what? Your political parties run what are you talking about? And if that is the case, it should be like you talk about. Then there should be a green in the room, a socialist in the room, a libertarian in the room, a Republican, a Democrat, a communist, the Peace and Freedom Party. I mean, like, it should be the whole spectrum of people then. Like, it's the political parties are not mentioned in the Bill of Rights or the Constitution, and yet they control the election process.
The founding fathers, who I'm not a fan of, but they didn't want political parties. They thought it would be really bad if political parties existed, and then they immediately had right away there were political parties, like just right.
That's George Washington's farewell address. He said, don't form political parties.
Yeah,
he warned against it in his farewell address, and then everyone ran out and formed political parties. Which is just preposterous. I mean, historically, and you do a history podcast, we're looking at, the Whigs and the Federalists were big, powerful parties that were their own undoing. Mm-hmm. And so we're there. So how do you like, I
mean, they have it so locked down. I mean, they, go read Ralph Nader's, book about the election that he ran in. There's just laws and barriers and all kinds of shit to stop you from just being able to have. I mean, you see it in this election, right? The Democrats suing to get the Greens off the ballots in, Minnesota or wherever else. Well, that's been going on forever. They just have everything fucking locked down. They're just a nightmare system. I mean, we've gone through it in California. Bernie came in and said, hey, take over the party. And, you try, but man, it is just a nightmare to do.
Yeah.
So, he ran into that everywhere, trying to get on ballots, being stopped from all kinds of stuff. So I don't think that there is a way to reform or work from inside the Democratic Party. I think that it's the only way out of this that I can see.
I don't know, Dave. I think you can reform from within. I think, come on, buddy. I mean, I'm joining a drug cartel and I'm going to get them to stop selling drugs and just sell vegan smoothies. And I think I can work. I mean, Dave, stop with the purity tests.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, no, I know I'm a little bit of a hippie. I'm kind of crazy out there. You know what I mean? I'm just an old school 60s ish flower in the hair. I mean, that's just me. So I understand why Bernie did it. I understand when he worked with the system the first time, but the second time he should have just formed a party once his run was over. And what we need to do is form a leftist party. I think the People's Party is the right idea. And you form a party and it's off to the side and you say, okay, you're scared that if we form another party, that we will just get Republicans elected. So we'll do this. When it comes around to election time for your president or your senators or whatever, the big ones that you're all worried about, you have to come to us. And you have to give us what we want, and we'll meet you in the middle. And then you can have our votes. So we'll be over here with our party. And when you have met our bare minimum requirements, we will then say, okay, we sign off on your fucking candidate. And that's the only way. And then with that, then we can entice people over, and then we can destroy them. At some point, that left party just becomes far more popular, and then they're dead.
Okay, so yeah, so hey everybody, thank you for watching Political Vigilante. If you just came over from the Jimmy Dore Show, please hit the subscribe button. YouTube is throttling us because they don't like truth, and so make sure
they like right-wing truth.
They like right-wing truth. They like right-wing truth, and they like nice corporate truth. Like they like that kind of truth. If I was really a fan of Goldman Sachs and talked about all the good work they were doing, I think I'd have more subscribers to my channel. But if I did stuff about, Shell Oil spending $5 million a year on green technology. Wow, that's like you and I spending a nickel.
Shell's done great things in Nigeria. They're redoing the whole place. I mean, it looks so different. It's nice.
It should be a reality TV show, like Remodel with Shell or whatever. It should be. Look,
we've redone your forest. It's like wet and slick now. You can slide on it.
It's another Shell makeover. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, we're doing a makeover of your water table. Isn't this fun?
You can set it on fire.
You want to drink oil? We can do that now.